a 6-month-old baby asleep in a good pen? Could you believe in modern time you could hear a 4-year-old baby unalive by the state in a them bed, in a them dwelling? What kind of Jamaica are we living in, labor rights? Labor rights. I am asking, what kind of Jamaica are we living in? When you have a security minister telling the concerned citizens of Jamaica and those family of those slain person, when they come out and voice their concern and voice how they feel, the garbage and the nonsense of the security minister, take them to the training school out of Twickenham Park and bust the M16 right over them head and hear the sound. Oh, come on, man. Come on. Jamaica should be on fire for those arrogant statements by what we see going on. But what we see going on, and we can't vindicate about it, we should take as a concerned citizen to Twickenham Park and gunshot fire over head. That's what the security minister have said. That's the way the security minister adjust the situation. How many times you see people come and do and open up their platform on the common type of all type of garbage and nonsense? Why did I put one on the program named Lee? Because every time you come at them with the railway foolish and go on with. I say, right, I know you're going to concuss. I want you, Mr. Lee. I see him address him so properly. Thank you very much, David. I say, all right, Mr. Lee. Tell Jamaica, what can you endorse your party for and what the performance of your prime minister? How me could you come up with prime minister back here, Marvin, them and where you get paid for this and you get paid for this. Get paid for the what? Get paid for the what? Is it suffering? Is it suffering? Is it suffering? Is it suffering that I'm experienced? That's why it gave me the opportunity and gave me the voice and gave me the figure for me to speak as an average Jamaican. I can't sit down where we're in the hospital. Me can't sit down where I don't have a proper education system. I can't sit down where I see an economy not going nowhere for the poor as the poorest people in this country. I can't sit down in a country where I cannot hold my public official accountable for what becomes a struggling and a problem and an issues to us. We are the Prime Minister wife. The Prime Minister wife. We are the government. When we have these rat infestation right across the length and breadth of Jamaica, where when you walk on the street, Jamaica think like we don't know what we say. And when we ask the government at the end of the day, say, yo, clean up the place. We can't take this type of smell right across the whole entire Jamaica. It need to be fixed up, clean up. The response of the woman that they call First Lady. Anyway, the garbage and debris fear is covered and PNP. I don't respect Jamaica people, so I don't respect the Jamaica Labour Party. I can't respect them. And I saw I know labourers have no shame. Labourers have no conscience. If you see what Bruce have done to Tivoli Garden people, if you see what Bustamante have done to Rasta, if you see what Edward Seaga has done to the old tired Jamaica, if you see now where and you want to do to Jamaica, how could I have respect for those people? How could I have respect for those leaders? Where you're bigger than the people, you're bigger than the Constitution, you're bigger than yourself. You're bigger than yourself and the whole, so there are nothing or no one have the capability to hold you accountable for all of your arrogance and your foolishness. All of your arrogance and your foolishness. So the sound of it start come and air to start my listeners, if you're interested for a surplus platform to continue, please, if you can donate me, send me a donation that I can pay my internet bill that my voice can continue to earn. I don't want to find myself in that position there. I'd rather find myself in that position, but say God, the power of Almighty God, God will make a way out. Because I don't like dependent people. The word name beg, I'm afraid of it. Because the word beg come with disrespect. Come with disrespect. So that's why I have to hold the government accountable for my tax dollars and the part that I play in Jamaica of my fair share. I pay my legal fee for a country to be run and run properly with no victimization. None that to victimize the PNP, I victimize JLP. All of us are Jamaicans, so I'm speaking on the behalf of every single citizen in Jamaica. But when the JLP speak and come out and tear you down, they're just speaking on the behalf of Andrew Holness. If Andrew Holness did respect you, he would take up his phone and call Tony. He would take up his phone and call his best friend, Tony, to come to oversight 6.7 billion US dollars. With no accountability is there. That's the scary part of it, you know. No accountability is there. That's why it's so very scary. And you labor rights and you people see yourself as labor rights and as your own supporter. Because it's not a supporter of Jamaica. Or it's not a supporter of Jamaica. Or it's not a supporter of Jamaica. Because if we were a supporter of Jamaica, based on, thank you very much again, Uncle David, based on the proposal that in the People's National Party manifesto, it speaks about land for the landless. It speaks about house for the homeless. It speaks about a proper economy for the poorest of the poorest. It speaks about education for those who cannot maintain education. And it speaks about our overall rebuilding of Jamaica. And all of you that only love Andrew Holness and love the color green are the habits of greediness within you guys. What you do? What you do? What have you do? You have not paid attention towards the achievement that you would have liked to see to fulfill in Jamaica in the PNP manifesto. You take this bag of tricks, right? You take this what you call it, racist cards. Mark Holdings is white man and Mark Holdings is this and Mark Holdings is that and and you are not see the fundamental issues and the problem that we have in Jamaica that the white man want to correct. You don't see the fundamental issues and problem that the same Mark Holding that you address as a Bracamaster. You never see what that Bracamaster, we want to move us away from Bracamaster and let me become the Bracamaster system. The same Bracamaster man want to remove you away from the Bracamaster system and make you become a well proud citizen of Jamaica. Huh? What of the whole family? What of the whole family have ever done for the citizens of Jamaica? Before Mark Jefferson Golden go into politics, his father John Golden has made the point clear. Say, listen, we love Jamaica and we are the Jamaican people and we will do anything to elevate the Jamaican people. Look at the institution that Sir John Golden, that is Mark Jefferson Golden's father, have built in Jamaica. Huh? Mark Jefferson Golden should be loved and honored and cherished as an asset of Jamaica. I'll guarantee you labor rights. I'll guarantee you labor rights. Put Mark Golden and put Andrew Holness on an international platform and so who get the most recognized, who be the most recognized person there. And you always have no credibility. Anywhere you go across the length and breadth of the globe and speak about and your oldness, they know exactly what kind of character person that is that. Hello. So, Mark Jefferson calling. No. I like that one. Anjo will win. Anjo will win. When Anjo win, Jamaica don't win. When Anjo win, Jamaica don't win. When a Mark Jefferson Golden win, Jamaica win. Because Mark Jefferson Golden is not all about himself. See there, Mark Jefferson Golden has lost the election. And the people of Jamaica are lost. They lose. The people of Jamaica are lose. So I don't know, you're so faith and confident in your oldness. Why not going at Victor, go find somewhere where see if you can put your head down for me, please. Victor, go and see if you can find somewhere and put your head for me, please. I want to be very professional on my program today, this morning. I don't want to be sound so arrogant, because sometimes when time me on top of my voice, sometimes I can hardly come out with my words. Them. So just find somewhere, Victor, and see if you can put your head here, please. Just do that for me, I beg you. Omar, morning. Pauline, big up yourself. So, my people of Jamaica, it is time for us now to realize and understand. But yes, I asked a question. I know I asked a question. Good morning, one mafia. I asked a question, and you answer my question, and I put my input on it. So why you just leave me now, sir? Just leave me, cause until my question make no sense. I don't see no form of endorsement in answering my question. Cause I'm saying this as I see you know this as a political goon. You're not speaking on what is happening in Jamaica. And you also scared on the whole entire Jamaica. We have no form of international standard. Our standards are kind of way down to the ground. And every time the Jamaica Labour Party are in power, when they get in power, Jamaica name have been tarnished, dragged into the mud. As you remember what Bruce and Andrew they've done to Jamaica. And it's the most honorable Portia Simpson and his team have to get back our name back into the internet on the international platform to our international standard. Have you remember that, sir? So if you put Andrew Holness and Mark Jefferson Golden in any form of competition, and when Andrew come out victorious, Andrew will come out victorious for himself. But if a Mark Jefferson Golden go into a competition and win, the Jamaican people win. And look at this, and look how simple I'm going to show you this, I'm not lying. Look at the result of the local government election, where all of our 7 mayors have operate with taxpayers' money. And if you can look at Norman Scott, you can look at Leon Thomas, and Swaby. They stand up predominant. And if you look at what's going on in Westmoreland, Hanover, all of those parish that the People's National Party have the mayorship, and look at Montego Bay. Look at Montego Bay. Look at St. Ann. Look at Montego Bay. Look at St. Ann. Look at St. Thomas. Where you guys of the local government authority. Where are you people calling upon so shine to fix the problem, the local problem that the people in St. Thomas have? Show me attack, Pauline. So, whether PNP administration, whether on the local level or the central level, if the people win, cause you know what? I serve this can hold my leader, my prime minister, when they represent this country under the leadership of the People's National Party. The average citizens can hold them accountable. Who can hold us accountable? Make I tell you something. There is no one could hold Bustamante accountable besides the British. Them. You hear that? You hear that? You hear that, Victor? No one could hold Shearer accountable but the private sector of Jamaica. You hear that? No one could hold Siaga accountable but the CIA. Them. Huh? And we can go on and on. And anytime the People's National Party in power, the average citizen can hold the People's National Party accountable. So anytime the People's National Party lose a general election, the people of Jamaica lose, Jamaica swing, Jamaica drop. We are 40 million years behind where we should achieve. So what you are saying, sir, you make no sense. You make no sense. You make no sense. The People's National Party, they know how to govern this country and make the poor people of this country. People will not their ups and downs yet, because you can't suit everyone. You can't suit everyone. I don't care if you're the dustman. I'm not dustman neither. So why you can't speak truth? Why can't you speak truth to balance of power? You come to me, you're the dustman. Why can't you speak truth to balance of power? And you allow your thieving prime minister and your liar prime minister and your criminal administration to say the PNP have not done nothing for the country. All right, since you're not dustman, explain to Jamaica people, because you're not dustman, if the People's National Party have improved the people's life in Jamaica, and what the achievement of the People's National Party. You're the dustman. I have no problem with that, sir. So why are you so econizing? Why are you so lie? Why are you so wicked? Why are you continue to accept this criminal behavior? And anyone else that go to the poll and vote for this Jamaica Labour Party, who are guilty of criminality in Jamaica. Who are guilty of gangsterism in Jamaica. Who are guilty of the breakdown in Jamaica. Who are guilty of all of the arrogance and the ignorance and the foolish that going on in Jamaica. Who are guilty. Who are guilty at charge. No, you not go to the poll that vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. You don't know what you vote for. You don't know what you vote for. And someone don't just wear the green shirt, wear the green armband, and shout out shower labor rights. And you want to stand up and in the little ball of work. We are going in a green band, green kerchief, tie around your neck and green hat and green shirt, and turn up lean up on one bum buckler shovel. You don't think that's a country run batty boy and sodomite girl? You don't think that's a country run? And that's a country run. Country supposed to run that it can preparation and policies can put in place to benefit the average people. That you don't have to depend, you don't have to go out and depend and care package. We are seeing under the leadership of the Jamaica Labour Party, where one labor right activists go to the Ministry of Labor and Social Security and collect $1.5 million for a funeral grant. Tell me now if that makes sense. And you, the poor average people of Jamaica, your funeral grant assistant, you can get up to $70,000. $70,000. We see under the leadership in the KSMC with Feda, we only have how much of a people and payroll where it's a double system. Because they not work, but they just come collect their money. So sometimes we hear someone that ball up on PNP, love handout and we don't love handout. What we love, what we want and love is transparency. And that we love and that we want. Because if you have transparency in this country, I don't need to come on social media to ball out my advice and to make my point. You know? Victor, send me, I will add you, send me your request and I will put you into the box and just speak on the behalf of come speak the wrong that the PNP done and speak the right that the JLP done. I give you the opportunity, sir. I give you the opportunity. Could I tell you, me the individual, sir, bless. Could I have tell you that I'm perfect, I've never done nothing wrong, sir? Could I? I would have been a deceiver. But you have that type of leader, you have that type of prime minister I've telling you I've never done nothing wrong. I answer you, sir. I use the terminology and answer you. I use my terminology and answer you. I'm surplus. I am surplus. I'm born in sin and shaped in iniquity. So I'm not perfect. So I could not come up on the social media to tell someone that, yo, surplus never do nothing wrong yet. Me and me. So I could not tell you that the People's National Party have not done nothing wrong. Every one of us on the planet Earth commit a sin, must done something wrong. But you have a prime minister that did not hold himself accountable for no form of negligence of this country. So I don't know. Right. So you think make I tell you, think I'm in a campaign mode for the party. I did a campaign mode for the people of Jamaica. And that me depend. I want the people of Jamaica free from this Andrew Owens regime. I want the people of Jamaica free from this Orange Strong regime. I want the people of this country free from this Tony regime. I want the people of Jamaica free from this Kevin Blake regime. Right? I want to see the people of Jamaica live happy with their family and we can roll up again and romp again on the street and have a proper economy that we can say, welcome Jamaica. Welcome back to Jamaica. We want back our beach. We want back our land. We want back our river. We want back our rights. We want back equal right and justice in Jamaica. That's what I'm vindicating for. You think I campaign, Victor? I am not campaigning. I'm just tired, fed up, sick, mad, ain't no good. For what the nonsense and the foolishness that we see being continue to spread across Jamaica like how you spread butter and bread. It's hard to be digest, Victor, and we must call a spade. Come on, man. You can't. Victor, I'm not going to pay you no mind now. I'm not going to pay you no mind now. I'm not going to. One of the biggest assets that's sold out in Jamaica? Sell out by Bruce. One of the most cherishing assets that we have in Jamaica. Sell out by Bruce. So don't tell me about PJ sell out. What PJ sell out? At least we can see the work that PJ have done for Jamaica. At least we can see PJ Patterson achievement. We cannot see an achievement from Bruce, and we cannot see an achievement from Andrew Holness. So what are you telling me? Put Bruce 5 years and put Andrew 3 time mandate and put them together. And if you had them, not one of their time in government can achieve the growth that PJ Patterson have made this impact in Jamaica. I was scrolling to Facebook and I hear someone was very annoying because it's like someone said it's PJ Patterson bring car in Jamaica and cell phone. He was saying no, and that point it don't wrong. When he said no car was there here before. But listen, let me tell you this and let me tell you that. When the People's National Party take over the reins of government in 1989, for you to be mobile with transport across the island, that was very limited. If you're going to the country and that country bus leave you have to put off that trip until the next day, and you have to wake up in the weird hours of the morning to get that bus. I see where cars, taxi, where people have to be seated in people's lap in those days. I see so many bad roads in those days. And when PJ Patterson take over the reins of government, we start to see work being done. We start to see the People's National Party administration hit the ground running. When you look, have you remember this the UTC bus system that the Jamaica Labour Party, their advisors, and Andrew Holness and whosoever take it over for themselves? You remember what you usually call those bus? You usually call those bus Chichiman bus. You usually call those bus Chichiman bus. PJ Patterson provide a proper bus system for the people of Jamaica to be connected with the international world for mobile access. You remember in those days that everything in call box where you use when they call it World Talk, and you have to go to a call box where you have to stand up in line. You have to stand up in line to speak to your people them overseas or anywhere in Jamaica where you cannot be in. You understand what I say? And you got limited time. Have you remember that the communication system is the People's National Party and make mobile access at your fingertip? The used car service that when you look, I see people, the average man that's selling bag juice could even drive a car. You remember Lord and Faith? Have you remember Lord and Faith? And PJ with this used car policies by PJ Patterson. There are many young generation who make a life and make themselves become a man out of that implementation by PJ Patterson. So PJ Patterson have a lot for we, the average citizens of Jamaica, to give thanks for. For we to give thanks for. There's so many things that done under PJ Patterson administration. Well, remember when you go in any part of the western part of the island, It takes you hours and days for you to reach there. You could not take the normal road to drive to Mobile and want to come back down at the same time. No, you can take at least an hour to reach a Mobile and take another hour to come back down. That is the Jamaica PJ Patterson have given us. That is the Jamaica that PJ Patterson have given us. PJ Patterson have provided Jamaica that being recognized as a sovereign people. We got more traveling opportunity. We got more traveling opportunity under the People's National Party. We get more assistance from the government under the People's National Party. We could hold the People's National Party accountable for any form of mismanagement of the country, because there will be transparent and balanced. We don't say they don't make mistakes, but they hold accountable for it. They hold accountable for it. The People's National Party was to behave like they're bigger than the Constitution. And under the leadership of PJ Patterson, we see where Jamaica has moved significantly up on the ladder. I don't want a goodbye from you, sir. Your goodbye is not welcome for me. I don't want a goodbye from you because you don't make no sense on my program. Because you come for bad with Andrew Williams and green color. Me not come to do that. I come to bat for Buju that been unalive. I come to bat for the two brothers that been unalive by the state. I come to bat for the little 4-year-old baby that been unalive by the state. I come to bat for this arrogant health sector that we have in Jamaica. I come to bat for all of this type of criminality that we see going on in Jamaica under this administration. That's what I come to bat for. You know? You think I come here to bat for PNP? You think I come here to bat for PNP? But anyway you check it out, the PNP are the better government. The PNP are the better administration. And we have two major political parties. As everybody deserves a chance. And if you get the Labour right a chance, and then get it right, can we continue to go on with this rusted knob that cannot be pulled? You pray double D party, but it can't be pulled. You try to cut it off. You can't cut off. Everything you try to do, you can't do. We have to try something else. We must have to try something else. Look, I tell you how I respect and rate the People's National Party. Under the leadership of Portia Simpson Miller, you're talking about procuring a guideline that Richard Azan breach. He all accountable by Andrew Holness when they were opposition. The 18 fetus, Dr. Fenton Ferguson, all accountable for it by the oldest opposition party in those times. Only say he will not sit in parliament with a Richard Azan and Fenton Ferguson. And they organize a press conference immediately. And the press conference that they organize up, it was all up. Mike, big up yourself. Long time, I'm not even Mike Natal. How you doing, my brother? The press conference was all over to say that the PNP party have breached protocol guidelines and all type of nonsense and blah, 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 and it becomes a dog day for Jamaica and blah, 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 blah. Immediately, you hear what Andrew Holness proposal to the Prime Minister at that moment, to Portia Simpson Miller. You hear? You don't need after I say how you doing. You don't need after jobs or no legislation. All you have to do, you just act swiftly, remove Dr. Fenton Ferguson from his ministry and remove Richard Azan from his ministry also. Remove them. That is accountability. That's what Andrew Holness have said. I think Portia have done the right thing. I'm going to show you that the Jamaica Labour Party are hypocrite, you know. Blessed my sister. I'm going to show you that the Jamaica Labour Party are big hypocrites. Portia moved Dr. Fenton Ferguson. He also moved Richard Azan. The JLP gets what they want. The Jamaica Labour Party form government, you know. They form government. And them being in government from that time until now. Have none of these people have ever hold themselves to the high standard about accountability? Not one. Not one. Not one. They not even have little respect and little manners to even sign the code of conduct. They run 2 national elections. We talk what you call those, we call the person that go is like political referee. What's his name? The ombudsman. They run 2 national elections without the ombudsman. When we look, we see where the EOJ have into the Prime Minister office. And if you want to tell me having the EOJ in the Prime Minister office, if that's conflict of interest. That is not nowhere we could talk about accountability. That to show you that the Prime Minister, thank you very much, my darling. That to show you that the Prime Minister is dishonest, is lie, is a cheater, he cannot be trusted. Now when we look, we see we are 28 bank account issues comes up where the poor suffering people of this country continue to suffer. The 28 bank account cannot be explained to the citizens of Jamaica. So prove us wrong and that the Prime Minister free from his sin. When the Prime Minister confess and free from his sin, come and tell us how you come by that 28 bank account when in the time of the corona situation, thank you again, my darling. In the time of the corona situation, you were banking money in night, middle day, broad daylight, the afternoon, and in the weird hours of the morning. Who was your business partner? Who was your business partner? Norman Brown. Who you appoint at the head of UDC? There must have been some conflict of interest there also. The accountability is not there. The accountability is not there. It is not there, sir. So, what should the people of Jamaica say now? When the Prime Minister has so many baggage and luggage along with his rest of Alibaba's follower. Along with the rest of the Alibaba's follower. Along with his rest of his Alibaba's follower. So you could hold the PNP administration for what we are not see, where it's supposed to cause a public outburst. Have Christopher Tufton ever penalized by his own party or penalized by labor rights? Labor rights. That we see where 300 and odd baby being died under Christopher Tufton watch. We see where human carcass been dragged all over Kingston City street. Have Tufton been penalized or that raised some form of concern about how Jamaica been handled, Jamaica problem or Jamaica situation been handled by the government? We have seen none of that. We have seen none of that. So we could move away from this type of partisan politics. I am not batting for the PNP. I supported the People's National Party 150 trillion times. And when my party comes in power, my duty, Sister Faye, my duty and your duty, Sister Faye, is not to say, yeah, our party are in power. And yes, we're glad man Jefferson Golden in power. And yes, the PNP will continue in power. As long as you have done something wrong, that you should come under public scrutiny, Sister Faye, you will be there to hold this government accountable. You're there to hold your government that you vote for accountable, or a party that you support accountable. You think I could support a People's National Party administration, much as I love the People's National Party this very much, much as I love PNP so much? You think I could come out and endorse? I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something serious. I love Portia so much. And I see one time Mrs. Portia, we were being interviewed. We have a crime situation that the JLP nationwide, and all of them take it up. When name Henry Shields, Diane Jackson Miller, and all of them take it up on their head to say Portia, Ray. And to be honestly, I was feel embarrassed when I believe the reporter asked Mrs. Portia what she doing, and she said, "No, I don't want news. I don't want news. I did not. I did not like it none at all. I did not like it none at all." And Portia being ridiculed by the media, ridiculed by the Jamaica Labour Party entourage, and they go around and they talk, and that never really caused for public concern. But to be frank, I did not feel justified for my prime minister, for my leader, to anger that critical state concern in that way. I did not love it. And I said, wow. I said, wow. So my job is not to become the political goons or to say, yes, me a PNP. I know what I stand for. I know what I stand for. Yeah, they bring her down. I know what I stand for. I did not feel comfortable with it, Sister Faye. I swear, I God no. I said, wow. The Prime Minister, no man. She should never answer the question that way. She should never answer that. And that question that Portia answered, the media bring her down. Why can't Andrew Holness bring down now to all this type of media maker or media judge? Why can't the media take down Orange Strong about the concerned citizens of this country when we speak about this type of police brutality? We must take to Chittenden Park out of the training center and the SR, the M16 rifles over bus overhead. Why can't the media bring them down? Why all this dishonest and lie to the people of Jamaica with Andrew Holness? Why can't Andrew Holness get bring down? So you just show you the type of battlefield we on. Fight the good fight of faith, Sister Faye. Fight the good fight of faith, Sir Bless, and many others. Let them fight it. Because we will come out victorious. Because God not sleep. So we will come out victorious. We are fighting for our cause. You think, Sister Faye, you think we're not fighting, others will accept our political representative like Mama D to come around and put a compound grill and slice up piece, give you a buckle of Heineken, and that's it? Sister Faye, you think we're going to continue to accept where our health minister we're gone out and road blagging about people who get jacket from who don't get jacket? You think that we want Sister Faye? No way, hell no way. We want a government, Sister Faye, we want an administration that can understand the frustration of surplus. Not because I'm a PNP, but understand the frustration, sir. A government at the end of the day, sir, is to protect the constitution and to protect the rights of its people. When you're in government, sir, there are no such thing exists as PNP or JLP. We exist as Jamaican. Because when you go to the International Borrow Agency then to borrow money, you don't borrow it on the behalf of JLP. You don't borrow it on the behalf of PNP. You borrow it on the behalf of the taxpayer of Jamaica. And we have to pay it back, Sister Faye. Do I correct? We have to pay it back. We have to pay it back. We have to pay it back, my darling. So Sister A, why can't we have a concern about the billions of dollars that greedy thief out at the Ministry of Education? Why can't we have a concern about the billions of dollars where there are vast thief out of transport and energy ministry? Why can't we have a concern about the money where Babs Green thief out of sports? Why can't we have a concern about the money where there are Montague thief? We have to have a concern. Corruption is at the highest. We have to have a concern, my darling. So, when you come on to this in other mood, I'm not a PNP. I'm a well-concerned citizen of this country, and I'm feeling bad to me see the people that I live, both PNP and JLP. I feel bad. And now you are ashamed of yourself to know that you go to the poll and make this decision, and when you look the third term, you don't get, Sister Faye, you don't get third term. You know, Andrew Owens get third term. Andrew Owens get Tony third term. Ballot! Why? Sister Faye, Andrew Owens have gave one single person third term. Tony. Who remember Tony? Anthony Anderson, the former commissioner of police. Who undertake back move back his appointment from ambassador ambassador for America. He move him from that post and bring him right back to Nara, the boss of Nara. So who get labor rights? Who get third term? Who get third term? And when Desmond McKenzie made this speech, we are not going to hand over Jamaica to the PNP. You see where things kind of add up. When what's his name? When Warrington as an enormous PNP spend their money. Put one and one together, my people. Have you put in one and one together? Right, it's some serious time. Very, very serious. Very serious time. Very serious time. Very serious time. I am saying in closing. I am saying again in closing. My people of Jamaica, have we a solid decision that we stand on and can maintain? Have we understand our major role in society? Have we understand ourselves when it becomes a concern to you, the average citizen of Jamaica? Have you understand how to move away from party lines and make it real accountability? And I say enough of you labor rights. One of you thank God for my golden, another thank God for the PNP. Because if it's also us If it's also us take up your labor right concern to start speaking about this type of animosity that going into the country. Because we continue to endorse and do all this wickedness, you know. And if I'm in leadership or if I'm in our office, that's the purpose I have. And I have people still endorsing me out there. And say, no, call people back a master. Oh, no one back a master. Oh, no one busher. Oh, no one back a master. The labor right are the most weapon of destruction. The labor rights there are like a loose cannon that have no direction. A loose cannon that have no direction. Because you don't see the direction where the economy is going in. And you don't see the arrogance of the government. You don't see nothing wrong with you have a representative like Mama D that represents you somewhere in Chilani. You okay with the Devil Vaz representation in Portland and James Robertson. And I tell you, I'm going to just end the program right as I know. I'm going to just draw down the curtain on this program right as I know. Who remember in the last local government election with this brother in Robertson constituency? So when you look, the MP a bad man and the council a bad man, Dean Jones. So remember Dean Jones? When Dean Jones walked through the whole constituency and through his own division and beat up people and back him pie. And get people a coward to vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. Who remember those things? That the Jamaica Labour Party go around and bullying the people to vote for their party. I am telling you, the people of Jamaica, time for us to rise from our slumber. And they go, I saw. God bless you, my people of Jamaica. The word is love. The word is love. Until we meet again. Blessed love, Sister Faye, blessed love, Miss Paula, and blessed love to everyone that made a contribution on this program. God bless you, and we'll do it again, brothers and sisters, as long as the Lord grant us the opportunity. Big up yourself, Omar. As long as God has granted us the opportunity, we will come back again and speak on the behalf of the people of Jamaica. Let the platform say amen. Amen. Amen, brothers and sisters. The word is love. The word is love. I must big up Eastern St. Catherine. Big up Eastern St. Catherine. Let I send out greetings to my Mayor Norman Scott. And let I send out greetings to my Councillor Ned Lawrence. And let I send out greetings to my Member of Parliament, our Bonononus darling of Eastern St. Catherine, our beloved comrade, sister, our representative, our members of parliament, Denise Joyce Daly. Love you, my darling. Big up yourself. Thank you for your proper representation that you three guys continue to give us. And whoa, Mrs. Keisha Lewis from the Lariston Division. Big up yourself, my darling. You make us feel wonderful, proud in Eastern St. Catherine. Thank you for our representation. And we will continue to support it. The Eastern St. Catherine, let me make it clear. Eastern St. Catherine will continue to remain in the column of the People's National Party. Because every one of our representatives that we get to represent us, they represent us and represent us well. God bless you. Comrade leader, big up yourself. And all our Iraqis of the People's National Party and the supporters of the People's National Party, the word is love. Bless yourself.